There is a moment most people never talk about. It is not the finish line. It is not the applause. It is not the day when everything finally feels easy. It is the smaller moment, the quiet one, when you are standing in front of the thing you keep avoiding, and you know exactly what the right move is. That moment decides more than you think. Because life rarely changes from one huge dramatic decision. It changes from the move you make when nobody's cheering, the workout you do when your energy is low, the apology you give when your pride wants to stay silent, the page you study when your focus is scattered, the boundary you set when approval feels tempting, the task you finish when distraction is offering you an easier door. This is how strength is built, not by feeling fearless, but by moving with honesty while fear is still in the room. Most people wait for confidence before they act, but confidence is usually the result, not the requirement. You do not become disciplined by thinking about discipline. You become disciplined by giving yourself one clear instruction and following it. You do not become resilient by avoiding discomfort. You become resilient by meeting discomfort and discovering that it does not own you. You can start very small. In fact, you should. Small is not weak. Small is how the nervous system learns safety. Small is how trust is rebuilt. Small is how impossible things become ordinary. Clean one corner. Walk for 10 minutes. Send the message. Open the document. Drink the water. Practice the skill for 15 focused minutes. Put the phone away while you eat. Write down the next step instead of replaying the whole problem in your head. Do the move that proves you are still participating in your own life. There will be days when your mind argues with you. It will say, "Not today." It will say, "You are too tired." It will say, "What is the point?" And sometimes, yes, you will need rest. Real rest is wise, but there is a difference between rest and retreat. Rest restores you. Retreat slowly teaches you to fear the door. So learn to ask a better question. Not, "Do I feel ready?" Ask, "What is the smallest brave thing I can do right now?" That question brings you back to power. Maybe the smallest brave thing is showing up imperfectly. Maybe it is admitting you do not know and deciding to learn. Maybe it is choosing silence instead of reacting. Maybe it is going back after a setback without making a speech about it. Maybe it is saying no, not because you are angry, but because you finally respect your own limits. Personal growth is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like leaving on time. Sometimes it looks like eating a proper meal. Sometimes it looks like keeping your promise to yourself after years of breaking it. Sometimes it looks like trying again, with no audience, no guarantee, and no dramatic music. And that matters. Every honest action becomes evidence. Evidence that you can choose differently. Evidence that your past is not your prison. Evidence that you can be tired and still responsible, nervous and still capable, disappointed and still moving. Do not underestimate evidence. Your brain listens to what you repeatedly do. If you keep avoiding, it learns avoidance. If you keep starting, it learns courage. If you keep quitting on yourself, it learns doubt. If you keep completing small commitments, it learns self-respect. You are not trying to become perfect. You are trying to become dependable. Dependable people are not machines. They have bad moods, they have heavy days, they get rejected, confused, overwhelmed, and discouraged. The difference is that they return to the path faster. They do not turn every difficult feeling into a final decision. That is a skill, and you can train it. When the day gets messy, lower the drama and raise the standard. Breathe. Name the next useful action. Do it without negotiating for an hour, then do the next one. Momentum is often less about intensity and more about reducing the time between knowing and acting. Your future is not asking you to win every battle today. It is asking you to stop disappearing when the battle begins. Stand where you are. Look at what is real. Choose one thing that moves you forward by even 1 inch. Then do it with care. Not for applause, not to prove people wrong, not to become someone else. Do it because you are worth effort. Do it because your life deserves your participation. Do it because the person you are becoming is built in these ordinary moments. Today, do not wait for the perfect feeling. Do not wait for a better version of yourself